Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we gotta talk Love Island USA Season 7. And before we get into it, because there's a couple of statements and things I want to talk about with you guys in regarding to the CIERRA scandal and everything else, right? Because a few Islanders have piped up. So I want to say, and this is not to all of you new viewers, but this is just to those of you who are causing havoc, who are investigating, who are digging up all this tea on people and everything else. And listen, there should be a zero tolerance policy for any type of racism. I feel like the timing of the CIERRA one is, it's a little bit convenient, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit convenient, but I just want to say this. Season 3, we had a winner, you guys, that was a known Trump supporter. And everything else, and y'all had no problem, right? Because ultimately, I think by at that point, to keep it a buck, like, a lot of people were not happy with just the finalists in general, in terms of, like, they felt that some of the people that they potentially would have voted for had got dumped prior to making the finale. So nonetheless, a lot of people, don't like the back half of how like season 3 unfolded. So nonetheless, I say all that to say, I'm hoping moving forward, any of you that are interested in being in Love Island, any of you that think that you have what it takes to be on this show, lock your social media accounts down now. Delete everything that could potentially be problematic or that is problematic, or it is going to be grand opening, grand closing. Now, we did have an incident before, like I've said in a previous video, season 2, where for some reason, they didn't properly vet somebody when the show was on CBS, and they got that person up out of there in the middle of the night when they found out somebody had a corn history and everything else, y'all. So they are pretty good in terms of when they do find out, they get you up out of there. This Huda situation is going to be interesting to see how they address it. But I just wanted to speak on that. Also, if you don't like an Islander, there's no reason to be sending hate their way. There's no reason to be sending any type of unalive threats. If you don't like somebody, don't tune in to their content. Don't tune in to their pages and leave harassing and threatening comments and everything else. But here's my issue too. Like, y'all still are harassing and sending threats to Shelly and Alandria. So I'm going to need y'all to keep the same energy across the board when y'all want to talk about hate, when y'all want to talk about this and that, but y'all seem to excuse the behavior that is taking place as it pertains to Shelly and Alandria off of one episode that I feel is bogus, when some of your faves have been doing foolishness for multiple weeks and y'all are on the mute challenge. Make it make sense. So what has happened is, unless y'all have been living under a rock, is CIERRA from, this season has, they made the announcement yesterday that she left the villa due to a personal situation or whatever else. I wish they would have just told, what really happened. Some people were trying to question, saying that the Islanders look too happy and this and that. No. Here's the thing, you guys. They probably were told that they're not allowed to talk about it, and that when the cameras start rolling and everything else again, you know, that they got to talk about what else is happening with their connections. So I don't feel it's a situation where they didn't want to talk about it or they refused to talk about it. I feel like it was a situation because of the, you know, seriousness of the scandal and everything else and how big it gotten. They wanted to minimize any type of talking or association. But I feel like everybody's so parasocial now and everybody's so obsessed now that they're like picking apart every single thing. And we're only seeing an hour, you guys, of a 24-hour day into this edited show. So make it make sense. So next I wanted to speak on CIERRA's parents. So CIERRA's parents made a statement saying, this is one of the most difficult weeks, painful weeks of our lives. We've seen the posts, the headlines, the hurt and the hate. And while CIERRA hasn't seen any of it yet, we have, and so have the people who love her. We're not here to justify or ignore what has surfaced. We understand why people are upset, and we know accountability matters. But what's happening online right now has gone far beyond that. The threats, the cruel messages, the attacks on her family, her friends, even her supporters, is just heartbreaking. It's uncalled for, and no one deserves that type of hate, no matter what mistake they've made. While CIERRA is not in the villa anymore, she is still away. She still hasn't had the chance to process any of this or speak for herself, but we know our daughter. We know her heart, and when she returns, we believe she will face this with honesty, growth, and grace. While she'll always be our little girl, she is also a woman, one who will take responsibility on her own time and her own voice. Until then, we are simply asking for compassion, for patience, for basic human decency, not just for her, but for everyone caught in the middle of this. Thank you to those who have continued to show love, even when it is not easy. Sincerely, her family. So they're basically saying, listen, look here, like, we're getting all types of stuff from all sides, like make it stop, right? Make it stop, because this isn't it, right? So nonetheless, the other thing that I wanted to speak on is Bella has come out. Remember Bella? Bella-A? She has made a statement as well. So I wanted to just read that also. It says, as a proud Asian American woman, I am deeply appreciative of the Love Island USA producers for taking a stand and making it clear that racism of any kind is not tolerated. When I first saw what my fellow Islanders said in their social media pages, I was incredibly heartbroken, but I wanted to wait until they left the villa and were able to address the situation, genuinely apologize, and commit to learning from the experience before deciding how our relationship would look moving forward. As screenshots continued to surface, it became clear that I could no longer support this person and made the decision to unfollow them a couple of days ago. Asian hate oftentimes is overlooked and dismissed, but being a first-generation American, I have personally witnessed and experienced how real and how hurtful comments like these are. It is my hope that this situation can shed light on how big of an issue anti-Asian hate actually is. Just like so many other Asian Americans, my mom immigrated here to create a better life for her and her future family as well. Knowing the hardships that she and many others have faced, I cannot be silent any longer. Because of what good is this amazing platform, God, and all you have given me, if I don't use it to amplify the voices of my community? I do not condone bigotry or racism of any kind, but I also don't condone any hate either. Please think twice before leaving unkind comments or to or about this person. I love you all so much, with a heart emoji. So there is that, y'all. There is that. That's the statement from both CIERRA as well as Bella-A. So that is the latest, you guys. But again, stop the hate. If y'all got an issue, just listen. Support your favorite Islanders. Support your favorite Islanders. Y'all not the FBI. Y'all not the CIA. Stop sabotaging the other Islanders. Just vote for the other Islanders y'all want to vote for. Stop trying to pay people to put out false narratives and doing all this stuff that is negatively impacting the show overall and putting just a negative cast over everything. So there is that. That is it. That is all for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.